Hello. It's going to be mild and pretty windy this weekend, but before we get there, let's concentrate on the rest of today, because for many it's a sparkling Friday, dry and bright, and the winds a lot lighter than they have been. Now, it's not completely dry. There's still one or two showers, as you can see here on the radar, across parts of the south and the east. And there's still a fair bit of cloud around, but that cloud is breaking up. And so, as I say, for many, it will turn into a sunny afternoon with mostly light winds. It's still a bit breezy across the far north of Scotland. And as I say, that cloud is still fairly thick across parts of East Anglia and the southeast, but it is breaking up. And the cloud is now starting to thicken over Northern Ireland and western Scotland. But for most, it's bright and fine. Temperatures about average for the time of year, but the winds are light, and so it doesn't feel too bad with a bit of sunshine. Now, those temperatures are going to drop sharply this evening if you're heading out, and it will turn a bit down because Northern Ireland and western Scotland. These are the temperatures at, say, 9 o'clock. In rural areas, we could be close to freezing by 9 or 10 this evening, especially across the east where it will stay clear, and it could also turn quite misty with a few fog patches possible. For the west, well, the cloud thickens and more rain pushes in. It makes for a mild start to the weekend here, but it will also be a fairly soggy start to the weekend, and the breeze will continue to pick up. Now, that will mean that mist and fog clears, and we could have some early sunshine across East Anglia and the southeast, but for many it's a grey, wet Saturday morning. It'll brighten up across Scotland and Northern Ireland by lunchtime, blustery showers in the far north, and it should turn a lot drier for most of England and Wales by the end of the afternoon, but the rain will still be lingering across East Anglia and the southeast. It will be quite windy. The wind's coming in from the southwest, bringing relatively mild air. Temperatures getting to double figures, but feeling cooler than that, especially with the rain and those gusty winds. Now, speaking of the winds, they're going to get very strong across northern Scotland in particular through Saturday evening. There'll be more blustery showers packing in here too. For many, Saturday night is looking dry and clear, but with a strong wind, it won't turn as cold as tonight. Now, the wet weather on Saturday is from this weather front, and it's tied into a deep area of low pressure, and this is creating the very strong winds across northern Scotland. So much so that on Saturday night across the Northern Isles, we could have gusts of 60, 70, possibly over Shetland, 80 miles an hour. So that's something we need to keep an eye on. That low tends to scoot away. It stays windy on Sunday, and these weather fronts will be sticking around across parts of western Scotland especially. So it could be a very wet Sunday here. Elsewhere, though, a little bit of drizzle is possible over coast and hills in the west, but for many, I suspect Sunday will be largely dry. It will also be predominantly cloudy and still windy, but very mild. Temperatures could easily get into the teens. If we see some sunshine, 15 is possible on Sunday. So it's a mild weekend. It's a mostly cloudy and windy weekend as well. Some signs it may well turn colder again through next week. There's more on that on our YouTube channels and on our websites and across social media.